So I was working on a video talking about Piggy character design inconsistencies on Piggy herself. And I went to the cutscene here just to get a look at her model. I realized something. Why in the world so at the end of chapter 11 book 2, we see her. She's small and has a red eye. Why is it that in the very next chapter she all of a sudden has an insolence eye and is very tall? How in the world does that happen in probably a couple of minutes, right? It takes place pretty much right after. How in the world does she get an insolence eye and grow and lose her body parts? She starts to lose her you see in the game. She starts to lose her body parts. It's just bone. And here I think we can see her hand. There's no fingers yet. Um, so clearly she's normal here. She's not ripped up yet. So how does that happen in a span of a couple of minutes? What happened that this could happen? I don't understand that, and that just made me just wondering, what is the point of this? Actually, someone explained to me how she went from a normal kid, little pig, to a tall pig, taller than most skins in the game, and now all of a sudden she has an insolence eye, which it's not even sticking out like her other eye was. It's just flat. So I don't even know how that makes any sense either. What happened that fast? She also lost her arm. If her... So, I don't know. Because no way your arm just falls away like that. You've had to be there for a long time for her arm just to come apart like that. No way that happened in a minute. There has to be something else going on here, right? This doesn't happen in a minute. It doesn't. Unless that cutscene takes place, let's say, February, and then the chapter takes place in November. That would be the only explanation. If we waited 9 or 10 months to even go inside the building. Maybe we were just hiding for that long because we saw Penny, and then eventually we decided, hey, you know what? I can handle this pig. It makes no sense. It just makes no sense. That's why I wanted to go over her weird design inconsistencies, because some of her designs are quite weird and interesting. This just makes me confused, man. What is the best example of this? I don't know. Taggery. So now, remember, we have the redesigned version of him in the Breakout chapter, but if you play any other chapter before that one, he has a completely different design. Now, why did they change him? I still have no clue to this day. I don't really like the redesign that much, even to be completely honest. But I don't understand why you change the characters like that. We already love the characters. There's no need to change them. I still don't understand the whole change of Tiguri. It's just weird now, and it makes no sense. Because it's not like when these characters used to look like Peppa Pig, they went back to other cutscenes and changed the models there. They didn't do that with Tiger. He still has his old models from his old models. They did not change his models in any other cutscene. He's only different in the Breakout chapter, which maybe they'll say, oh, it's a younger version, so that's why he looks like that. Yeah, but let me give a side-by-side comparison real quick. So here's Taguri, the design everyone knows. Then here's the Breakout version. His cheeks disappear. He has way more white on him. His ears are pointier. His nose is just huge. This doesn't... It's not him growing up here. It's impossible. There's no way. There's just no way he grew up and everything on his body changed. He grew up and his nose became a triangle. Explain to me how that makes any sense. Goes from this weird bean-looking shape to a triangle, and his ears also changed shapes. He also gained cheeks. And may here you can make the excuse, oh, it's just like a beard, and he shaved it off. I don't know. There's no explaining this redesign. Just like Piggy. There's no explaining this, and it's just so confusing on why they would do this. Anyway, I have nothing else to say. Also, what I do, his whiskers are seemingly way smaller here. But yeah, still have no clue to this day why they changed this design. But now I want to know what happened to Penny. Really, what happened to her? It makes no sense on why she randomly changed between Chapter 11 and Chapter 12. But that's not even the first time her character changed. I like to point out, House Map, she was super tall. Then she became super small. So here's how it went. She was super small because we see distorted memory. She was small. Then she became really tall. Then she became small again. And then she became tall, and her entire face and body fell apart. It makes no sense. I mean, it's literally a game about talking animals trying to survive a zombie apocalypse, so it's not the weirdest thing, but it is kind of weird. Maybe there is a reason, who knows. I don't know if there's any other characters who have had this happen. Yes, we've had Badgie, but that wasn't canon, so I don't know. I just don't know what the point of this is. It makes no sense, it's weird, but hey, maybe one day we'll find out. Maybe Inner City, if that even comes out anytime soon. That's probably never coming out. But hopefully we get some info on these characters on what all happened.